Naruto 687, a very quick, very mini comment review. Starting off with NW Order for Life. Below is a translation of the raw dialogue from a translator at Naruto base forums. Naruto, don't laugh at Obito. The Obito that aimed to be Hokage was, in my eyes, nothing less than badass. Obito aimed to be Hokage, which is, if you ask me, nothing but badass. Basically, Naruto thinks little Obito was damn cool. NW Order talking here. Hopefully, this takes the heat off of Naruto for a bit. Now, here's the translations, okay? So, Obito, because he wanted to be Hokage, was badass, like you said. The other translations was basically that he was the coolest guy because he wanted to be Hokage, and that he was awesome because he wanted to be Hokage. I think these three things are difference without distinction, right? I mean, they're not really that different, okay? So, you know, there it is. So some people don't like that. Also, let me go ahead and read your comment first here in W Order for Life. This was an epic death for the best character in the manga. Obito died on his own terms, and he never made an excuse for his actions. Naruto is saying that Obito was the coolest guy because he had a dream to be Hokage, and a will like no other. Forget the actions of Tobi and Madara, because Naruto has always forgiven him. Naruto understands that Obito, who has committed all the atrocities, is not the real Obito. It was simply a man broken, twisted, and corrupted. Naruto will choose to remember Obito as a good man who got lost on his path, which is exactly what Rin said at the end, that Obito got lost on the way. In life, you have to make a decision. Will you curse an individual for the evil he committed, or will you forgive their past and remember the good? Naruto is chosen later, just like he did with Nagato. The writing fits Naruto's character perfectly, and this is really the only way someone redeemed can go out, with no regrets and being forgiven. XX Avenger Legend. Obito is so cool, even though he did all those things, but Naruto was just saying that because Black Zetsu was calling him trash and saying mean things, so Naruto came to his defense. But it was the dumbest thing he could say. I feel bad for Obito. He just wanted to redeem himself for all the bad that he did because he was brainwashed by Madara, and Obito almost redeemed by saving Naruto not once but twice. The point I'm trying to make is that he's the Darth Vader of Naruto. Oh yeah, the Black Zetsu, please shut the heck up. Let this god speak. KX Mixer. This chapter was disgusting. Kishi just took a massive dump all over Naruto's character. He lost all perspective due to the incessant need to redeem every villain in the series, even if it means bringing the main character to the lowest he's ever been. Kishi is going to redeem every single villain without fail. It's inevitable. Obito didn't deserve redemption. He should have died with his hand around Naruto's throat, defiant to the end. I'm done. I'm going to go drink myself into a drunken stupor after this chapter, guys. Hopefully, I'll forget it and be able to move on with my sanity intact. All right. And here we're going to go to D.P. Roberts, also known as Comic Bob 9. Free at last! Free at last! Yazza, yazza, yazza. At last, at last. After 2 years of tedium and torture, it's finally over. I had to pinch myself to make sure that it was real. Uchiha Obito, the single worst blight in the series of Naruto, is gone. My God, I truly believe this day would never come. Now we can finally physically and psychologically move on from this guy and go on to better things. And I tell you, I have never been so happy and relieved to see a character die in any anime or manga ever. And I know I speak for many when I say that it's about damn time too. He should have been dead like 30 or 40 chapters ago. But the better late than never. That was the thing about Obito. It wasn't bad enough that he was the worst villain this manga ever produced. It wasn't bad enough even that he had to suck all the life from every story whenever he appeared. But he long overstayed his welcome, refusing to die, and continued to suck hard in every scene thereafter. Every time he should have gone, it was like, nope, I'm not done yet. And it was like, why, Obito? People don't want to see you. Piss off already and go see Rin. Everything that's happened with him since the Jubi extraction has been utter bollocks. If he had just died like a good boy long before now, I might one day have forgiven his trespasses. But no. He had to wait until almost everyone said, enough is enough. Which leads to Black Zetsu. Holy crap. Black Zetsu, thank you, thank you. I've never been a Black Zetsu fan before, but in this chapter, he spoke the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. Not only did Obito die in this chapter, but Black Zetsu totally took a dump on him. Lols. He was like, Naruto, why are you trying to help this man? He was your enemy, but because he betrayed us, he's worthless scum both ways. Despised by both his enemies and allies, and all that's left now is to die his hideous death. Now I would add that he's despised by most readers as well, and with that Black Zetsu nailed it. Obito does suck. He's turned all sides against him, and he's going to disappear like those who are less than trash should. Oh, and when Black Zetsu called him a cockroach, I almost fell off of my chair, laugh out loud. I'm really dying here. Round of applause for Black Zetsu, Agent of Truth. This was an amazing chapter overall. There are some negatives and gripes here, but for now I'm going to elate to care. I'm too elate to care. LOL. We've got Kakashi, and really his character has been increasingly run down ever since the whole thing about his low chakra reserves. He's been used as one of my... He used to be one of my favorite characters, but post-time skip, Kakashi is one disappointment after the next. Nothing new here. We've got Naruto attempting his Jesus thing again. Seriously, enough with the kid Jesus. Get him out of here. But this time, even Jesus ain't enough to save him. If Naruto were smart, and which we know he's not, he should have saved his chakra from the start because he's already knew the guy was dying before Kaguya boned him. That's a good name for a title right there. This boned to death. This is, in itself, I don't take much issue, but his statement at the end, how he can't see Obito as anything but awesome, has become another classic example of my dislike for the Naruto character. I was already disgusted and pissed when he bowed his head to Obito and thanked him for his help. But this is just unbelievably stupid. And after everything he did to you, to the world, Neji's body isn't even cold yet. You think he's one of the most truly awesome people you've ever met? Awesome, cool guy, badass, fill in the blank there. People you've ever met, because as a kid he wanted to be Hokage. What the heck? No, Naruto is not and never will be smart enough to be Hokage. I would also vote Sasuke as Hokage over Naruto, and I'm not a Sasuke fanboy either. He's an emo little girl, but he's smart and gets down to business. But this is a shonen, and everyone wants to follow the dumbass teenage hero. But back to the positives. Today is a very good day to be alive because Obito is gone. Dust in the wind, shackles are lifted, and we are free! Ba-ba-boom! I am going to go for a walk because the sun is shining, the birds are singing. But before I leave, I would like to say one final goodbye. You get a drink of water first. Here we go. Goodbye to the worst villain, Naruto bar none. Goodbye to childish pettiness, to hypocrisy and whining. Goodbye to boring recycled speeches used 50 times over. Goodbye to Obito plot holes and inconsistencies. Goodbye to stealing time from a true villain like Madara. Goodbye to Rin and Ren flashbacks. But because, most of all, Goodbye, Uchiha Obito. It's been swell. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. All right, awesome comments. This is a mini comment review. And links down below. If you want to be in the Hangouts, you have to go to another channel. You have to get everything set up there. And then you can, we'll give you invites. We'll get you set up, make some comments, and hopefully we'll get you in there Friday. Be there. Or be square. All right, until next time, take care.